Look at this. We got, it's like a sun spot. It's almost like, okay, there's the sun, as you can see. Right here, you see how this is brighter than the rest? For me, it's even more transparent. It's almost looking like a freaking angel. And for some odd, strange reason, things worked out. Just giving me an opportunity to sneak off over here into this freaking park. And I've seen like so many deer, dude. And something was moving around. Look, there's something right there. That must have been what I heard moving around. But anyway, look at that. It's like I'm here, God, show me cool stuff. Every time I end up in a place like this on a weird, random, spontaneous, off-the-wall mission, freaking look, just kind of show up, just available. But by all, everything else, in all actuality, I should have been off somewhere else, doing something else. If things would have went the way they was looking, they was gonna go. And then they looked like they was going like really crazy bad. But then it wasn't as bad as it seemed. You know, it's like as many crazy things like that happen, like just like this was spontaneous. Well, sometimes crazy stuff comes out spontaneous. And even if it is really crazy, at the time, after it's over, you're a little bit farther down the road, man, it's almost like you're like, man, that looked like it was going to be worse than it was, man. I was kind of worried, man, for nothing in this one, or a little too worried, you know. But, so, don't, you know, the problem of, like, experience and being knowledgeable is like, you start to get this mindset is like, I know everything. Like, it's basically what you call smart aleck and a know-it-all. And while you're so busy being smart and smart alecky, instead of just like receptive and like, you know, I'm not saying gullible, but man, at least hear the matter out before you start to, it's like, what is it? Contempt prior to investigation. That's the best form, that's the best definition for ignorance. Is when people get mad about something and they think, because they think they know that subject, but they might know of it, but they ain't really seeing things for what they are yet. But they think they do, right? Or you think you know what's going to happen because you've been through this before, right? And then totally something that never happened and totally awful all happens that you've never, ever seen before, you never expected or planned for, and could have never perceived. Because you just got to kind of, just, you know, if you think you know it all, you're going to miss things like that are right in front of you. We might look at the same thing and the other person like takes more from it and like isn't enriched and grows more, while the other person, man, is so freaking they know it all. So you know what I'm saying? That stopped them from being able to recognize it. Just like right now, like look, now I'm recognizing that, like look, it's meant to be here right now at this moment, and everything was prepared for me in advance. That all I had to do is just keep moving and just be ready to like catch the signal. You know what I'm saying? And then just, you know, follow the small voice. You know, I'm not saying really voices. I'm saying it's like kind of allegorical and metaphorical. So don't take that the wrong way, dog. But it's like life is designed in such a way that, like, look, if you just start to recognize it, life will show you things as if it's almost like it's like doing everything you can do to let you know something with coming out straight and saying it. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of how life speaks to you. It doesn't say anything, but you just see that, like, look, what is it? What is this that I'm being presented here? What am I supposed to learn from this? It's like if you really want to start to learn, is like what the true principle that you learn is how little that you actually know. And and it's also like, it's like you can see the limitation of certain things, and then you can see other certain things that are just like, look, they're not bound by the limitations of man, in the mind of man, in the strength of man. There's something beyond that that's at work here. And it's like just freaking, it's just right there, man. It's like constantly broadcasting the signal, but it's just like really light. Can't really truly, it's not even really, the light itself isn't seen, but you can see the effect of it, like on that tree there, right? Same thing with sound. The sound you hear, there's something even beyond that. There's a sound that is beyond even hearing. And there's also like visual things that you cannot see with the visuals. It's weird. And also, you can't just perceive by your own mind either, man. There's something beyond your mind and all that too. You know what I mean? Like the heart has memory. Like look into that. Stuff like that. That'll trip you out.